Alrighty, so if you're like me, you're looking for a video on how to take apart the fuel pump housing for your 2003, possibly even other models of a Seadoo GTX Fuel. So this is your fuel pump housing or module, and inside is this guy. This is your fuel pump. So this is the old one. There's a rubber insert that goes over here, then you've got a couple of filters. But I just want to show you in this video, because no one was very clear on how to do it, on how to get apart this module without breaking anything. You'll notice at the bottom there are a couple of aluminum rivets here, directly on the other side right there. Those have to be drilled out. You want to be careful with your filter. This is looking white and brand new because it is brand new. So if yours is brown or red or rusty looking, or been in there a couple of years, probably time to change it. So keep in mind when you're drilling these rivets out, you want to be very careful with this floater that you don't damage it. So you'll take a drill bit, 1/8, come in here, like so. That looks good. And we will carefully flip it over. I'm going to have to hang it off the edge of my table here and hold it with one hand while I do the drilling with the other so that I don't bend this floater arm. Hopefully you can see that. Alright, take it apart. You might have to push this through. There it is, popped out. Okay. There. Now you'll notice nothing happened. This did not come off because it's in there very tight. Very, very tight, and so you want to carefully tap to get this out, keeping in mind that it's also spring-loaded. Remember, you've got this spring-loaded action here, and I have found that it's best to take off the lower piece before trying to pop these tabs out, these 3 tabs, and removing the top portion. So the trick that I've come up with, you'll see some scratch marks on the side of this. That is from me having removed this already 3 times. To do a couple of different things. So I'm going to go at it again and I'll show you. The trick that I've found best to get this off is to take a screwdriver and to slowly tap against this, but not in such a way that the screwdriver goes down inside that crack. That would defeat the purpose. You want the screwdriver to come at it head on so that it just starts to tap it off. Work your way around. You can see it's starting to loosen. Starting to come apart right there. I don't know if you can see that, but now there's a gap in there. So I'll carefully flip it over. Again, I've got that floater, so I'm going to do this holding it in midair. Okay, it's starting to come apart now. There we go, making some progress. Flip this over. Give it a few taps from this side. You want it to come off evenly as best you can. And when it comes off, you want to hold it because you've got the fuel pump down inside there and parts could go flying. So easy does it. Gentle is the name of the game. And we are almost there. In fact, from here I might just turn this around since I am right-handed. I should be able to pull this apart. There it is. Pulled it right apart. And off it came. Alright. There it is. This is the lower cap. Fuel filter still stayed attached, which is good. Inside there is a retaining washer. Be careful not to lose that. It's free floating in there. Once in here, you'll notice there is the inner filter, which also should be replaced when you're doing all this. Alright, so that is exactly how to get this thing apart. does not come out all the way yet because it is still attached at the top. So at this point, you're going to go use a little bit of force, being careful with the floater, and you're going to push down on each one of these tabs. And you work your way around all 3 tabs, and then this will come loose. Pretty soon, your fuel filter will be able to go out from the top. You'll be able to pull it, feed it all the way up the top. Gentle does it. This comes apart, and you've got a spring in there. Feels like it's going to be disastrous, but it's not. You can carefully pull this spring out if you like. Loosening up stuff. Pull that spring out. At some point, there should be some free play, and this thing will pull up to the top. Here it comes, right up the top. Watch out for that. There it is, right there. And the reason it can be tricky is because you've got this piece here, and you've got the connector. Alright? This is the new one that I installed the other day. This is the old one. There it is. So, in order to get these pieces off, it's just a matter of carefully prying a screwdriver down into here, right through here, wiggle side to side, you'll pop off this filter. Then, if you are changing your fuel pump, you're going to need to pry off this black rubber insert that is secured by a metal band that is non-adjustable, and you just carefully pry it. Again, careful and slow is the name of the game. So you'll carefully pry this up. This whole black piece will come off, and you're set. Then the installation of it is practically the reverse. Alright, I hope this helps some of you guys out. We will catch you later.